Hello, talking today about Simonson's equivalency theory and how it might affect universities, how they handle, implement, and manage distance learning programs. One of the things that Simonson said was, when institutions first try to implement distance learning, the first mistake that they typically make is they just try to move their traditional learning into an online class. And that is typically a big mistake because you really can't take a traditional class and just put it online. You have to do a whole lot more to it than just tape a lecture and put it online. And that's the first thing that a lot of instructors and professors do that and they find out that it really is not successful. What you really have to do, in one of the things in the book that they noted, is that sometimes you have to over design and think outside the box a little bit about how you can engage students that are sitting at a computer miles away from your university and away and not in the middle of a lecture hall or a group of students sitting in a classroom, how you can engage those students. Discussion boards like this one are a good way to do that, especially if you have a class where you want to have some debate or you want to have some discussion and you want to get some different types of input. There's lots of different ways to do that using videos and getting other outside information, going out on the internet and finding information on your topic. There's all kinds of different ways to do this in the internet world today. So it becomes a matter of the professor or the instructor going that extra mile to find those resources and getting those available to the students and just reaching out and looking out. And a lot of universities now in colleges employ instructional technicians and Blackboard administrators and distance learning coordinators to help faculty set up their websites, to keep them informed of new applications and new hardware, and to help them locate these resources. And also the library. There's someone in the library that will help locate resources. So that's one thing that faculty can do to, if they get stuck, they're not sure, they do have resources available. I'm sure that the public school systems, if they don't have a technologist on site, I'm sure there's probably one at the central office. So, use your resources. But yes, there needs to be some equivalency between what the students in the classroom receive and what the distance learner receives. In other words, the objective of that class, if you're teaching it in the classroom, the same objectives that you're teaching to the students in the classroom are the same objectives that you need to meet when you are teaching your distance learners. And that's pretty much, I know in the community college system, they've pretty much set down guidelines for all the community colleges to follow, and that's pretty much a given, and they check and make sure that your distance learning classes are following those guidelines. And that's one of the things that the distance coordinators check. They check those pretty regularly to make sure that all the courses being taught at their community colleges are following those guidelines.